All right, so we are officially recording. Today is Monday, October 9th, and this is the team call for Alyssa and Addie. So thank you guys all for watching, and make sure that you are checking in with some takeaways after you watch this. It's like not very steady. Okay, so there are a couple of things that we wanted to go over, and Addie will be hopping on in just a couple of minutes. She had to cover a shift at work, so she's going to try and sneak away for a few minutes. But that's the beautiful thing about this business, right? We have it as a team so that we can help each other out and fill in the gaps when life happens, because you know what it does, and we can work this on our time. So one of the great things about this and about working together as a team. I just have my notes here, so I want to see what order I want to go in for this. The first thing, I know there's a lot of new faces in here. You want to make sure that you are getting familiar with your back office. So when you log in to teambeachbody.com and then you click Coach Online Office, that'll take you to the back office, and it actually just changed on the computer today, so it should be a lot more user friendly, but it's really important to go in and check that out. There's a lot of resources in there. So the content that we post in our challenge groups, a lot of it gets pulled from there. There's business trainings for you in there, ideas of what to post on your social media when you're stuck, education pieces about the products, the programs, the ingredients, who it might be good for, frequently asked questions about all that kind of stuff. News, the most important. So anytime something new comes out, going to be posted in there. You're going to be able to keep track of your customers in there, any free leads that you're getting. You start getting free leads once you hit the Emerald rank. Beachbody starts sending you free customers to use. So all of that is in your back online office. You want to make sure it's set up so it has current photos of you, current descriptions. You know what your websites are so that you can send them out to people. I definitely recommend taking like a half an hour and just playing around with it, because there's so much good content in there that I think gets passed over a lot. Even if you want to run like a free pot group or a free clean eating group, or you want to do a challenge group based around a specific program, they have guides for you to use on all of that. So you can literally just copy and paste, put your own spin on it, find a picture to go with it. You don't have to create the content yourself to put in these groups. So it is something that's really helpful to be familiar with. And I also wanted to share with you guys some of my favorite apps that I've discovered that I wish somebody shared with me when I first got started. So the 21 Day Fix Tracker app is really good. I'm going to see if I can show it to you guys here. It's essentially you check off your containers as you eat them. So especially when you have new customers or someone who is new to the container system. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah. Okay. It essentially just shows me each container and how many I have left. And as I eat it, I check it off, and then it'll take it out of what I have. So it'll tell me how many I have left for the day. And so it's just a really easy way to keep track of the containers, what you've eaten so far, what you have left, and really familiarizing yourself with the container system to build those healthy eating habits. And when we get people started off right away like that, you know, it's really easy for them to stick to it, and they start seeing results faster. And that's what we want, is we want people to see results. So that is an easy way to ensure that there's no confusion about it. They're on the right track. They're doing the right things. And it's an easy way to see if something's off. Well, what am I missing? Now, the next app, this is what I like to put text on my pictures. I know Addie has one that she likes too. I have an iPhone, so it might be a little bit different. I know Addie has an Android, so we'll figure out what hers is too, depending which phone you have. But mine's called Photo Editor, and it's like a black square with like a rainbow flower in the middle of it. It's really good for putting text and font on pictures, frames around them, cutting them out in different shapes for your phone. It's super easy. On the computer, I definitely like PicMonkey, but on the phone, I like Photo Editor. I also like Darkroom, because Darkroom, you can take certain colors out of photos. So I don't like my photos to have a lot of yellow in them. I think that they just will look like really amateur photos when there's a yellow tint to them, and that's how our phones naturally take pictures. So I just click the yellow button and I drag all the sliders to the left, which means it's taking all the yellow out of the photos, and they just look like nicer, and like I took them with a nice camera versus a selfie with my phone, and they look more professional and clean that way. So just a helpful hint with that. That's called Darkroom. And my all-time favorite app is called When to Post. And you log in with your Instagram credentials on this When to Post app, and it will tell you your 3 times of the day, and it's different every single day, so it goes based off your individual traffic on your page, what 3 times of the day, and it gives you specific times are going to be, you're going to have the most eyes on your profile. So those are the 3 times a day that you should post. So like today, mine was 2:15, 4:15, and 7:45. Those were the 3 times a day where, based on how my profile has been doing, I would have the most traffic. And tomorrow, I got 9:45, 11:45, and 7:30. So it's always changing. Every day is different, and it's got a little green slider too. So if you can't post at those exact times, it'll tell you, okay, well, here's your second best times. And the greener it is, you're going to have more traffic. If it's not green at all, okay, just let me wait an hour to post because no one's going to see it right now. So it's really helpful in that aspect. And now that we're on, this is flowing nicely, you guys. Now that we're on social media, I wanted to talk to you guys about time management, because I know a lot of people say that, oh, I don't have time to do it. I don't have time to message all these people. I don't have time to make these posts or come up with what to say or to make new connections or to start new conversations or to build these new relationships. But then I see coaches instantly liking posts that I put up or other people put up, or instantly commenting on other people's posts, or instantly replying to something in the group, right? So if you're on social media that much and you're instantly interacting with all of these posts that are personal versus business related, that means you have more time than you think. So it's time to take a step back and kind of reevaluate that and say, well, how much time am I spending on social media? How much time is scrolling and like wasting? And how much am I doing where I'm sitting down with a plan and I'm following that plan? You should never sit down in front of your phone or computer without a plan, because you're just going to waste time. I've been doing this for well over a year, and even still, if I sit down on the computer and I don't have a plan, I'm going to waste time. It's not productive. It's not effective. You're wasting your time. You're going to get frustrated because you're not seeing the results in the business that you want. But reality is, you didn't sit down and make a plan first. So when I sit down, just as an example, at the computer, I'll make sure I have a plan, and I'll say, okay, for the first 20 minutes, all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be having conversations with people in private messenger or in direct message or in Facebook Messenger or whatever, 20 minutes. And I'm going to set the timer. Hi, Addie. Can I see you? Can I see you?
Hey.
Hi. So I was just going over social media real quick. I shared a couple of my favorite apps so far. And I wanted to see what photo editing app you use on your phone since it's an Android.
I use either PixArt or Photofy.
Photofy, okay.
For like the pictures. And then I use Flipagram to get like the videos, or PicPlay Post.
Okay, cool, awesome, thank you. Because I shared mine, but I have an iPhone, so I don't know if they're necessarily the same.
Right. Yeah.
But then I was going over like time management and priorities, and for social media to sit down with a plan first, and that my plan is generally I'll set like 20 minutes where I'm going into Messenger and just spending that 20 minutes in Messenger, and then I'll set another 10 minutes and it's going to be finding new people to send requests to, and then the next 10 minutes will be interacting, but strategically interacting. So not just commenting and liking random people's stuff, but people who I want to ultimately connect with in the end, who I think will be my tribe and my future customers and my future coaches. So to be intentional in how you're spending that time. Do you have to go back in soon? Do you want to go over yours?
It honestly is really similar, it sounds, to to yours.
Okay.
I personally start my power hour with like my first 15 minutes on just inviting and like starting those conversations, because those are the hardest for me to have.
Yeah.
So I always start with like my most annoying tasks first, kind of like Eat That Frog. I don't know if anybody has read that book yet, but that's a great personal
Take
development
notes.
book.
If you haven't read it, go read it.
Yeah, it's amazing. So just start with the things that you hate the most first.
Yes.
Make those your priority, get those out of the way, do those well, and then move on to anything next. So
Yes.
I'll do my like adding after that. And then I try to do at least 10 connections with people a day, which is just checking in, saying hi. Anybody that was on like my hot list before that I just want to like, I've invited previously. And I just want to like keep conversations going. So I'll do that for part of the next like set of minutes, whatever. So really similar to Alyssa's. I think honestly, all of our power hours are probably very similar, just kind of in a little bit different execution. So.
Right. Yeah, and it's whatever works for you. You know what, you play around with it. It evolves over time. It changes over time based on what your goals are. So it's okay if it changes. And then goals was my last thing that I wanted to talk about. So I highly recommend the book, The 10X Rule. And one of the things that it made me realize is that I was not setting high enough goals for myself. And I was setting goals of Success Club 5 and struggling to reach it and like feel like I'm spinning my wheels. And then I started saying, well, I'm going to set my goal for Success Club 10, even though I had never at that time hit it before. And I hit Success Club 5 like the first 3 days in the month, and then I kept going, because the analogy he gave that really resonated with me was, so if you have two people and one sets a goal, like an income goal of $1 million, and one sets an income goal of $10,000, would you rather work super hard and fall just short of your $10,000 goal, or would you rather work super hard and get halfway to your $1 million goal? Because if you set the highest goal, you're naturally going to work harder. And so even though it may sound like this crazy, outrageous, unattainable goal, it's going to force you to work harder. And wouldn't you rather fall short of a like crazy, insane goal than fall short of an average goal? So I started setting my Success Club goals for Success Club 20 every single month. I've never hit it. I still have never hit it, but I've gotten up to 16. And, I just naturally work harder now. And I would much rather fail at my goal of Success Club 20 and land at Success Club 16 than do the work to get to Success Club 5 and land at Success Club 3, So it's just, if your goals are not making you like, oh my God, I'm never going to do this, I want to barf, they're not big enough.
See, and that's what I've noticed too, is like, so I set my goal at SC20 is my monthly goal, and I've never hit 20. I think either 14 or 16 is the highest that I've gone. Yeah. But I do so much better on my Success Club 5 goals when my goal is 20. Like I hit 5 almost every time I set my goal for 20.
And you don't
but if I set it for 5,
because you're hitting Success Club 5, so it's like, okay, now I can push, but if I don't do it anymore, it's all right because I hit this one.
Right, exactly. And then, you said something else about goals that I was going to say something and I forgot about it now. I can't remember. Oh, the scary part of it. Yeah. So I've noticed that like when there's something that I want to do that's different, like if it scares the crap out of me, that is the sign that I need to like run towards it. So like when it like inviting coaches, honestly, is one of my scariest things, like inviting to the coaching opportunity. Yeah. And like I have to like run towards that because I know that like if it's that scary, it's got to be like producing the good goals, like the good results. So even if it scares you, like don't be scared off.
That's what we're here for, because you can be so scared and we're going to help you do it. Because even like you and I, we have scary goals and we'll text each other to them and be like, okay, like talk me into this. That's what we're here for as a team. So you don't have to like be scared about it on your own. We can freak out about it together.
Well, and sometimes it just helps to talk through that with somebody. Like, is this too much? Or like, am I like, what do I need to get there? Or like, I want to do this, but I'm terrified. Like sometimes you just need like a supporter or a cheerleader or somebody to say like, stop complaining and just do it.
You can do it.
Exactly.
Like this morning when we were talking about Diamond, I'm like, don't sell yourself short. You're way closer. Like, you can hit this way faster than you think, because you can. And sometimes you just need somebody from outside to step in and say that. So
exactly.
We want to hear all of them.
Yeah, no. And I was doing that just naturally on myself. Like, oh, I could probably do it in like 2 months or 3 months. And
No.
Alyssa was like, no, stop. You're so close. You can do this
Right.
now. Just work for it. So
It's not going to
you
take
need that
that
outside
long.
perspective for sure.
Right.
And then another thing just really quick that kind of ties in with that is your why. And so if you have big goals, like you're going to reach for those. But if you don't have a really deep, hard set why, it's going to be really hard when things get tough. So with coaching, it's kind of like an up and down. Like sometimes you'll have really amazing months, and sometimes you'll have months where it doesn't come as easy. You have to work harder, or you get more no's. Sometimes slower season. That really happens with all of us, where we get a little discouraged or down. But when you have that hard set why, when you have that passion in your heart and that drive for why you're doing this, that's going to get you so much farther. I know I talk about this a lot, but my why is babies. Like, I want to have babies. I want to stay at home. I don't want to work. I don't want to work 14-hour days like I'm doing today. And so that's my hard set why. When I don't want to do this, when I don't want to wake up at 5 a.m. to do my power hour, I have to think of that. So that's definitely something as a new coach, you need fitness, coach-wise. And that just really sets my sight on what I'm working for and makes it worth it when it's hard and you have to sacrifice things.
For sure. And somebody told me this one time too that I loved, because I remember when I first signed up as a coach, I thought I had this really great why, and it ended up like, it was just like an okay average, like kind of surface why of why I thought I wanted to do it, but I knew deep down it was like more than that. So if your why doesn't make you cry, you haven't dug deep.
Right.
Your why needs to make you cry. Like, it needs to make you feel like this is the most important thing, and everybody's why is different. But if you can't pinpoint what it is, then we need to have a conversation. We can help ask you questions and dig deep to figure out what it is, but you need to have a reason behind this that makes you want to cry, whether it's a family member who had health issues that affected you in your life, or financially in your life, or somewhere where you've come, like emotionally or physically or whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be with you. It can be that you're doing this for someone in your family or a loved one or someone you're close to because of something you've seen them gone through. Like, whatever it is, it needs to cry and emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that.
Yeah, it's really true.
That's going to be everyone's homework. Top homework assignment.
I totally agree. I think we should all put our whys out there.
Yes.
Let's be public with them. Let's do it.
Yes. Even better, we're going to take this next level. And I feel like me and you will do it too, Addie. We have to go live in our team page and share our why, because everyone hates going live and thinks it's so scary, myself included. So, like, why not go all in? We're talking about big goals and, like, wanting to puke about scary things. So, like, why the heck not?
Let's do it. I got it. Okay. We'll tag everybody in the group tonight.
Yes.
Mwahaha. Evil laugh. And then I just want to say on that note, to all the team that's watching, when Alyssa and I first started talking, this was like months ago, like, I don't know, like 3-4 months ago, probably. Yeah. She had never done a live video ever. Like, that was one of her scary things, was like going live. And I remember like texting you when I was in class, just like, that is your mission for the week. You can do it. Show us your face. Go live. I don't care if you talk for 2 minutes.
And I never
she goes live all the time.
Like, do it.
I know. Just like, I don't care. Just no excuses.
Right.
So it's scary, but practice in the group. Like, practice with us.
I am volunteering a live video opportunity. Who am I?
I know. I'm so proud. You've come full circle. You totally have. So practice in the group. Practice when it's safe with us. Like, practice in the challenge group going live. And I know Ashley's had a couple live videos. Awesome. But practice where it's safe, and we're not going to judge you. And then go live on your page, because I've noticed that I do the best when I'm live more often. Yeah. People just like seeing you being real and not kind of like rehearsed or posed as you are in your picture when you're all like cute and like it's perfect. Yeah, exactly. But like, people just like that. They can relate to you. I know in my videos, like, I'll like tongue tie and I'll just be like, oh God, I'm like, I mess up all the time, and I'll like be honest about that. And then I have people that message me and are like, you're so real in your videos. You messed up, like you're okay. And it's just like, thanks. I know, exactly. I feel like I'm going crazy, and these people are just like watching me like, oh man. Yeah. But where's the straight jacket? But
and no, it works though. It works.
It does. Yeah. And that's kind of all this opportunity is. It's just kind of being you. You don't have to be somebody fake. I am completely honest even when I mess up, and that's really gotten me the farthest. So as a coach, they're signing up with you, not just with Beachbody. And so you want to make sure that they know that, and they can see who the real you is.
These people, they can buy Beachbody anywhere. They can log on to the website. They can get it on Amazon. They can get it on eBay. They can get it on an infomercial. The reason that they're signing up with you is because they are connected to you and they want to be like, do this with you, and they feel like you can help them. And so that's what sets you apart. That's why it's so important to show who you are outside of Beachbody and coaching, because honestly, nobody cares that you're a Beachbody coach. Literally not even a little bit.
It's really true. It's so true.
Yeah. Like they don't care. They just want somebody who is real, who they can connect with, who inspires them. So I've even recently been totally leaving Beachbody and the programs and Shakeology out of all of my posts. And I've been showing my shake every day on my Instagram story, but not saying what it is, I turn my Shakeology shaker cup around so it's not showing. And I have people messaging me every single day, that's 6 salads. What do you blend into it? What is it? How does that taste good? And it's opening up all these conversations. And every day I'll post something different. Like it'll just say 80% of my results, nothing else. Or like 6 salads, nothing else. Or like chocolate covered superfoods, nothing else. And then people are messaging me like, what the hell is this? Like, tell me about it.
It looks like gold. Like, it's amazing. You have to know.
Right. And even on my workouts, I don't say what program I'm doing anymore. I don't say that I'm starting a new program. I'll just post it, and I'll have people message me saying, do you make up your own workouts? Where do you find these? Can you share them with me? And then it opens up the conversation about on demand. But you need to like leave people wanting more. And honestly, when people hear that you're a Beachbody coach, there's so many MLMs out there now that people get turned off really quick, like way quicker than they used to, especially when I first started. Like people weren't turned off by that. But now it's changing and it's becoming like that. So it's important to show who you are outside of that, because people don't care that you're a coach. They just care about who you are and how you can help them.
Right. See, and I feel like a lot of the other products, like what sets us aside, is that a lot of them focus so hard on the sales. Like they want sales. Now they're going to shove their product down your freaking throat. I posted something about my lipstick the other day, and I had like 19 messages from LipSense people like, oh my God, you have to try this one. Like, you'll love LipSense. I'm like, I didn't like your product or like I wasn't asking for it. Please play. But like with us, like we don't want to sell. I don't want to sell.
No.
I want to build a relationship, and I want to share this awesome shit with everybody. Like
and
that's
help people.
It's just like you're helping people. You're building that relationship, and you want that first before you start forcing your products on somebody. And don't force it either. Don't do that.
I was talking with Anita Myron the other day, and you guys, if you don't follow her, you should, her and Leslie Cortez, because they're two of the top coaches, and they're mine and Addie's upline, and we learn a lot of what we teach you guys from them. So if you can follow them. But we had a conversation about how we are not Beachbody coaches. We are wellness lifestyle coaches who use Beachbody products as our tools. So that's an interesting perspective to have on it. You're not a Beachbody coach. You are a wellness lifestyle coach, because that's what we're teaching.
I love this. Yeah.
Healthy wellness, healthy lifestyles, and our tools to get there are Beachbody products. So that kind of takes the branding away from Beachbody and puts the branding onto you. So I really liked that kind of like change of perspective on it.
And that's something too, kind of like that we can talk about probably on a whole nother call, but just like kind of your niche and your market, and just kind of trying to post towards like your avatar that we talk about a lot. And you don't have to be Beachbody all the time. And don't be Beachbody all the time. That's kind of
nobody relates to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the thing I've been doing lately too that kind of ties in with that is I share so much of my struggles. And so I've been trying at least once a week just to share. I've been calling them like my scar posts, like where I'm like sharing my scars. And so I'm trying at least once a week to kind of find a new scar or like a new weak area. And in the last like 3 months, I've been pretty open about my binge eating and emotional eating and having a really hard time with that. And my first like 9 months as a coach, I ignored that like hardcore. Like I didn't even admit that to myself. And so this is kind of big, like gains for me, but just to kind of share that I may be trying to be healthy and I may be, or not trying to be healthy. I may be living a healthy life, but I still struggle with that. Like, I still have that hard issue. And instead of hiding that, I've been open and I just kind of shared it with people. And I get so much more response from women who are like, you're not making this sound easy. You're sharing that you're having a hard time. And I can't tell you how much of a difference that makes in my business. Just like gaining that trust of other people. Cause I'm not going to say like, oh, this is such a quick fix. You're going to lose 10 pounds in 21 days. And you're like, not even going to worry about it. Like, it's going to be so fun. No, it freaking sucks sometimes. And you have to share that because it's easy. Like my first workout, I share this too, that my first 30-minute workout took me like an hour and 10, but I freaking did it. So like just kind of sharing that it's not always easy. It's going to be hard, but that's what we're here for, is to support you even when it's hard.
Yeah.
And so that makes a big difference in your posting.
I love that. You call it scar posts?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. I love that.
And I even have a lot more scars that I haven't shared yet. So stay tuned.
Don't we all?
Oh dear.
I like that. I'm going to start using that. Scar posts. Should like take that.
Hold on. I have to reply to a text really quick.
No problem. We have like 2 minutes before this link runs out. So is there anything else you wanted to cover quick?
I have just every Monday at 6 o'clock Pacific and then 11, or what time is it for you guys? 9:30?
Yeah.
Okay. But just weekly on Mondays, we want to try to do this so it's not just Alyssa and I hanging out. I mean, I do love seeing your smiling face, but
I know, just but it'll be cool if we can get more people on.
Right.
If there's a night that works better, I feel like it's hard because I have calls Wednesday and Thursday, and then every other Friday for like different groups with Anita.
Okay. Right.
So like Mondays and Tuesdays are really like my only free, like consistent every week nights, and I want to keep like, I think we should do this consistent. Like
I agree. I think we should set it every night.
Yeah.
Or every week. I mean.
So it's the same. So I don't know if Tuesday works better for people, but I could like. It's just hard because there's so many different.
Yeah. I'm honestly free. It doesn't really matter as long as I have something to plan on.
Okay. So we'll figure it out either Mondays or Tuesdays.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I think that kind of wraps everything up for tonight, huh?
Yes. I recorded this, so I will get it up in the team page. And I want everybody to go live in the group and check in with your favorite part of the video or your key takeaway of the video, something. Just let us know you watched it.
Okay. Perfect. And then go live with your why. We'll probably tag somebody tonight. I can make a post.
Yeah.
But I want to see everybody by this week, by like Friday. It's Monday, so I
can't wait for this. It's because it's also going to be so fun to like get to know everybody.
Yeah, because we've got some new people in here and we've got kind of a little bit different environment. So I think it'll be good. Yay.
Okay, I'm getting warnings that this is about to shut off.
Sounds good. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.